flirting with a bartender?
Who's spreading these rumors?
I don't know if Spencer and I can get through this.
Well, everything happens for a reason.
He wasn't acting like he was engaged or even had a girlfriend for that matter.
What am I gonna do? I don't know, dude. That's the question.
Well, the new season of The Hills looks packed with drama, tension, fights, and freakouts in the first couple of reality TV. Wouldn't have it any other way. Please welcome back Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt. Adorable little outfit, I have to say.
Thank you.
Okay, the last time we were with the two of you.
Okay, just hold on 1 second.
Yes. Now
I'm all tucked. Okay, we're in.
Whoopi.
We're secure.
You were, just to fill everybody in, you were engaged to be engaged when we were in Vegas. Then you went off and had this secret wedding aside from some cameras in Mexico, which turned out to be not legit. Then you were in a courtroom about to really tie the knot legally. And you, Heidi, say I do.
Yeah.
And Spencer, you call off the wedding. What number, was that planned? Why?
I mean,
did not happen?
I'll be honest, I wish I could have right there just finished the deal off and not be dealing with the stress that we're now dealing with, that I knew that we would be dealing with if we had a family-involved wedding.
So it was called off because the family wasn't there?
She was always dreamed about, like every little girl, her like princess, big wedding, you know, and I know how complicated those weddings tend to be.
You tried to rob her of that and just have a little courtroom wedding?
Exactly. So
messed up.
Last minute I felt that robbing feeling, and I was just like, I can't do this.
Well, what kind of stress were you under?
Yeah, what's the stress?
I mean,
there's so much.
You gotta like bump people for dates. Like there's like everyone's fighting to get certain Saturdays and dates, even out of church. Flowers,
family. I think family's the craziest.
Well, I don't know how you're gonna do being married if you can't get that little thing. The marriage, that's the worst.
I know. It's hard with our families though, because you know, with my mom and I have a stepdad, and
what's the problem? Tell us.
Well, my mom doesn't want to come unless like my stepdad walks me down the aisle. But then I want it's hard. I want my dad.
You have to do what works for you. You really have to do what works for you.
Just between you and me. Is all this for real?
Yeah, I mean, we just have, if you really looked at everyone's
life. You really
want
to marry him. He really wants to marry you.
Yeah.
All this on again.
Oh, that's cold.
You promise us this is really for real.
No, I promise. I mean, I would be married to Spencer a year ago if we didn't have so many complications and things, and he wanted my mom to accept him, and
which she doesn't
get along, which she doesn't.
Why not? What's wrong with you? I put another one. I think you're adorable, but what does Heidi's mom think is wrong with you?
Well, she has a very different perspective because she's in Crested Butte, Colorado, in like this little snowy town, and she actually reads blogs and magazines and thinks that's our real life and what's going on, and that we maybe are really fighting about some crazy story. And like she actually, like most people do, believe the stuff she reads. So the fake world of like tabloids and magazines blends into this our real world where she'll be upset with me about something she's read.
Wait, which is the real world?
As in our real world is right here.
Are you real world on television? But your real world on television or your real world off of television?
Well, let's be very careful how I word this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Everything is real on the hills, and it's the real world. But magazines and like blogs, they take things and they twist it. And
are you worried if this ends? Are you worried about? Do you think your relationship would have been able to go further? Do you think you would have already been married if it weren't on TV and there were all these blogs and interference? Do you feel like this was good for the relationship or not so good for it?
I mean, every day I wake up, I look at Heidi all day long.
You guys live together?
Yeah, we
live together.
3 years.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I call her my wife in my head. I look at her as a wife. Like, I treat her as if she was my wife. So, for me, we got married in Mexico. I didn't realize till we got to America it doesn't count. I thought, hey, you get married in a church with a priest, it's a wedding.
We're kind of new to this wedding.
But I didn't realize.
So you feel married.
Heidi, do you really want to get married, or do the producers want you to get married?
No, I really want to get married. I just want to have a real wedding. I want to have, my dress and my cake.
But you could do
No, and I need a ring.
You
so that's what I'm
Here's the ring.
Back me right now.
All right, it's waiting. It's waiting. I haven't seen it
Picked
yet.
it out. It's purchased. It's sitting nicely.
Okay, so we just have to wait. Hopefully, we'll see that. I'm anticipating. Heidi, the last time we heard, because you talked about having kids and wanting to start a family, and you thought that was in the plans, but I heard you had a change of heart.
Well,
Does my belly freak
no,
out?
no.
That'll do it.
I haven't had a change of heart. I just want to wait a little bit longer. You know, I'm only 22, so I want to wait until.
Oh, so then why bother getting married?
Well,
I don't understand.
No, I got married. I was engaged around 23.
Yeah, because when you find that person, and I want to.
But you found him, you live with him, you sleep with him. You don't need to get married to
I sleep
do all
near
that.
him.
You sleep near him.
Different rooms.
Yeah.
Now, which is that the reality or the non-reality?
Whoopi has been very quiet. Why don't you ask a question, dear?
Whoopi.
I don't know what to say. So okay. So your mom is upset because she believes what she's reading. Have you taken any time to just go and sit and spend a couple of weeks where she is so she knows that you're a real person and not just a TV / guy who's on a reality show that isn't real?
Have you?
Well, I would love to go spend time with Heidi's mom in Colorado.
I think that would help.
But they don't give us.
Great. I think that's.
They don't give us a day off without cameras.
Then you need to demand it without cameras.
Good luck.
Because if you want to get married, that's the way to do it.
I agree.
Okay, well.
I completely agree.
I don't know. That sounds like superstar advice.
Oh,
Go ahead,
I just want to know, when this is all over, do you have a real job so you can...
I'm currently getting my spot on the unemployment line staked out.
Okay. All right. Well, we wish you guys the best. We really do. And I think that trip to Colorado might be a good idea. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Have fun. You want to look for the bonus episodes of The Hills. They're coming soon to MTV. And when we come back, Sherry is Dancing with the Stars.